Welcome. Today, we are going to forge a roadmap to financial freedom. We're going to break down, step by step, exactly how you can take back control of your money. And listen, this is for you even if you feel like you're starting from absolute zero.
Okay, let's be real. Does this sound familiar? Payday hits your account, you feel pretty good for maybe a day, maybe two, and then poof, it's just gone. You're left scratching your head. If that feeling hits close to home, then you are in exactly the right place, because we're going to tackle that feeling head on.
You know, the most important idea we're going to talk about is this one right here, managing your money. It's not some secret code that only certain people are born with. Not at all. It's a skill, just like learning to drive a car or play an instrument. It's something you can learn, you can practice, and you can get really, really good at it. That's our foundation for everything.
So, first things first, let's redefine the goal. What are we actually aiming for when we say financial freedom? Because for most of us, the image we have in our heads, well, it's probably a little off.
Yeah, we've all been sold this myth, right? That freedom means you're a millionaire on a yacht somewhere. But the reality is so much more powerful, and honestly, a heck of a lot more achievable. It's about having choices. It's about being in control of your own life. And maybe most importantly, it's about being able to go to sleep at night without that constant, low-level financial anxiety just humming in the background.
And this right here, this is the heart of it. The real goal is that you are the one calling the shots. You're the one in control. Not your bills, not your debt, you. That feeling of agency, that is the financial freedom we're talking about.
All right, so how do we get there? I mean, where do we even begin? Let's toe the financial starting line and look at the first two steps. These are absolutely essential.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts with these two things. First, you've got to get an honest look at where you are right now. And second, you need a plan for where you're going. Simple as that. You can't draw a map to your destination if you don't know your starting point. And look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This first step can be really uncomfortable. It can be scary. So many of us actively avoid looking at our bank statements because we're afraid of what we're going to see. But you have to think of it this way. You can't fix what you refuse to look at. It's the only way to actually move forward.
So here's your mission for step one. Add up all the money you take home in a month, after taxes. Then, and this is the key part, you have to list out every single expense. I'm talking rent, groceries, subscriptions, that daily coffee, everything. Subtract those expenses from your income. That number you get, whether it's positive or negative, that's your cash flow. That's your ground zero.
Now we're on to step two, the budget. And I know, that word can make people cringe, but let's reframe this. A budget is not a punishment. It's not a financial straitjacket. It is a game plan. You're the coach, and you are telling your money exactly where to go before the month even starts.
And if you're wondering where to start, this is a fantastic, simple framework, the 50-30-20 rule. The idea is to put about 50% of your take-home pay toward your absolute needs. 30% goes to your wants, and yes, you're allowed to have fun, and then a really solid 20% goes towards savings and paying down debt. It's just a guideline, but man, does it provide some clarity.
Okay, now that we have a plan, it's time to build a rock-solid foundation. These next two steps, these are what will protect you when life inevitably throws a curveball your way.
Listen to me on this one. I cannot stress this enough. Before you even think about putting a single dollar into investments, you absolutely need a safety net. This emergency fund is the thing that keeps a car repair or an unexpected bill from completely derailing your life and pushing you deep into debt. So what's the goal? You're shooting for 3 to 6 months worth of your essential living expenses. And you've got to keep this money in a separate, high-yield savings account. Someplace you can get to it, but it's not mixed in with your everyday spending money. Now, if that number sounds huge, don't panic. Just start with a goal of $500, then $1,000. The most important thing is just to start.
Once you've got that starter emergency fund, it is time for step 4, attack that high-interest debt. And you have to think about it this way. There is no investment on planet Earth that can guarantee you a 20% return. It just doesn't exist. But paying off a credit card that's charging you 20% interest, that is a guaranteed 20% return on your money. It is one of the single best financial moves you can ever make.
And you basically have two main strategies here. There's the debt snowball, where you pay off your smallest debt first. It gives you these quick psychological wins that build momentum. Or you've got the debt avalanche, where you attack the debt with the highest interest rate first. Mathematically, this one saves you the most money. So which one is better? Honestly, the one you will actually stick to. Period.
All right, With your foundation secure, with that high-interest debt out of the way, now we can talk about building real long-term wealth. Let's head down to the engine room.
You've probably heard of it, but the most powerful force in all of finance is compound interest. It's actually a really simple idea. Your money earns money, and then the money that it earned starts earning its own money. It's a wealth snowball that just gets bigger and bigger and rolls faster and faster over time. And you know what the most important ingredient is? Time. The sooner you start, the crazier this gets.
So where do you put your money? It's a simple 3-step priority list. First, if your job offers a 401k match, you put in enough to get every single penny of that match. It is literally free money, don't leave it on the table. Second, open up a Roth IRA. The growth in that account is tax-free. And third, what do you invest in? Keep it simple, low-cost index funds. You basically get to own a tiny piece of the entire market. No need to be a stock-picking genius.
Okay, so we've covered the what to do and the how to do it, but there's one final piece that holds this entire thing together, and it might just be the most important part of all. It's your mindset.
In the end, it all comes down to this, right? None of these steps are all that complicated, but they're not always easy, are they? The thing that truly separates financial success from failure is consistency. Small, disciplined actions, just repeated over and over and over again, are way more powerful than a big salary, or getting lucky, or being the smartest person in the room.
So let's just recap the whole roadmap one last time. You start by knowing your numbers. Then you use those numbers to make a budget, a game plan for your money. From there, you build your safety net, that emergency fund, before you attack high-interest debt. And then finally, you start investing consistently for the long haul. That's it. That is the path.
You know, financial freedom, it's not some destination you just arrive at one day. It's a direction. It's a choice you make over and over again. And the fact that you made it to the end of this explainer, that means you've already taken a huge step in that direction. So what's next for you? What is the one single action you are going to take today to get that ball rolling?